finish the little tap-ins are not easy things to do. And as Aaron said, he's got all the credentials to go.
Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chesterfield versus Eastleigh in the National League. Like, subscribe with the bell notification if you are new, and let's hopefully get 3 points today in a clash against Eastleigh.
He can score goals, but I think they've brought him in more as a partner to Shamanga. I think they're looking at...
Oh, Kabongo Shamanga! Oh, Kabongo Shamanga! Oh, Kabongo Shamanga! Come on, Chesterfield. Yeah, go and get 3 points today, folks.
I think they're desperate to keep him because he's the one that...
Guys, go and get your come and get your thoughts in the chat. Get your love in the chat. It's Chesterfield versus Eastleigh in the National League. Let's go. Let's get the 3 points today. Results haven't gone our way today, but we can only do what we can do. We can only do what we can do.
You've got Holland in midfield, you've got Barnett up front. They're two senior players. They're almost hanging their hats on just at this
guys,
time. Pritchard for me is a decent
vote who you want to win, Eastleigh or Chesterfield. Let me know. Are you a Chesterfield supporter or are you an Eastleigh supporter? Let me know in the chat. I'm living down Porter, if you guys want to know, but I'm originally born in Chesterfield, so it's my hometown club, which I love, and it's dear to my heart.
Well, Eastleigh are back at home. It is the first time they've been back at home, actually, since the beginning of January.
Go on, Chesterfield!
Only lost 2 of the 13 games that they have played here. Yeah, they've never beaten Chesterfield in 3 previous attempts. So the Spyrites, in fact,
yeah, I'm alright.
the last 4 meetings between the two sides without conceding a goal. But who will take the 3 points today? Kickoff is on the way for you next.
Maybe alright. I think the War River did alright, but then they just folded away in the last 5 minutes. But there's nothing much you can do when you're up against a good side like Oxford United, Oxford City. Yeah, the one that I'm the one. And also, yeah, and also I'm gonna say up you Paul Mullen, because he got sent off. That was my enjoyment of these 3 o'clock kickoffs, because I hate the twat. But yeah, but I'm not. Yeah. Yep. And if Chesterfield win this, we go second because it helps us out due to goal difference. Helps us. Oh, I was going to ask what the score was. I was going to ask what the score is. I was going to say, that's my guy scored. Because you know what my guy is, because I like the guy so much. Which is, yeah, because I like Vincent, yeah. 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 The one thing, I don't call Vincent Boubacar by his actual name. I just call him the man who sweats a lot. Yeah. Yeah. You know that Gambia have only got one well-known player in their team. And he used to play in the Premier League as well. Yep, he used to play for Swansea. Yeah, yep, and now I think he's at Bologna. I think he's at Bologna now, if I believe correctly. Yep. Oh, the only one I know is Barrow because of Premier League. Fuck! Wow. If I say this result, you'll be... I never thought I'd be seeing this in English League. Gillingham 2, Oxford United 7. Sunderland ain't playing. 6. Fuck me, what have I just seen? Sunderland is... Why on earth? What's happened to them that they've just... Yeah. Do you want to know what's interesting? They've lost to a team who last week just won their first game in nearly 900 days away from home. And they've got like one of the... They've done what... Get in. And you said they're more likely to lose. Yeah, but it then goes and proves that you can put them up against the big boys or bigger teams, and they can still prove it. And it's by certain signings that they've signed. Have changed it. Come on, let's go and fucking win. Come on, Tal.
Is the first goal crucial here today?
Yep, I think it will be today.
Come on, Chesterfield.
You'll be looking at
Come on,
Chesterfield to start.
come on, Krabby.
May have a new manager in the pipeline watching over, but the first goal is always crucial at this level.
Yeah, Aaron, how
Go on, for Hutch.
Yeah, I think it's whichever team can settle first. Listen, there's going to be nerves. Both teams.
We're wearing the shitty red kit that I don't like. We have no choice.
All right, well, let's find out. Your commentators talking you through this.
Yeah.
Kevin Davis
Yeah.
is alongside Adam Summerton.
Thank you, Becky. Evening, everyone. So the Spitfires meet the Spire-Rights at the Silver Lake. Something of a caretaker classic.
Yeah, get ready when you see when they play Chelsea and they get absolutely hammered at Plymouth.
An interesting dynamic. It is impossible to ignore the
You can. That sounds like a boring game to go to Wednesday versus Ipswich. Could it only finish 1-0? 1-0 Wednesday. It's like, because I listened to it and said it was a boring game. Wow. Ipswich had 10 shots on goal, but none of them were on target the entire game. That's unlike Ipswich. They were supposedly going to be up there. Has just got...
There are 4 changes to
Wow.
the Chesterfield side that began
John
last weekend's goalless draw with Aldershot.
Jesus.
King, who was named in last
They've got that youngster that...
of the year, is suspended.
What?
Khan, Miller and Asante dropped to the bench. Into the side come Kerr, Kellerman, Whittle and Mandeville.
Yeah, and do you know that Fulham game is behind?
Has scored 21 of Chesterfield's
Because of I don't know if it was a medical emergency due to a player or it was in the crowd.
So as I mentioned, 2 caretaker managers here today. There is Danny Webb.
Yeah, that's why it should be...
Of course, we will see Jason Bristow as well. But
Come on, Danny Webb! Come on, Danny Webb!
Is Eastleigh's Tom Whelan, who's in the shot there.
Whose father is a fucking legend to Chelsea, so I have respect for him.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be motivated for this game.
Because our assistant manager, his father played for... Except the assistant manager, his father's a Chelsea legend.
With the loss of Ben House.
Played for Chelsea his father's Davy Webb, was part of that 1970 FA Cup winning team. And he scored the winning goal in that final against Leeds. The great Leeds team.
He'll be looking to try and get past 30 goals this season. And Joe Quigley, the big money signing.
Joe Quigley, I'm interested to see how he's going to play today.
Seeing how that partnership can flourish. Liam Mandeville just dropped.
Be really interested to see how he plays.
It's hard to know how off the pitch matters will affect the players here today in terms of performance, but we certainly have 2 teams.
But whatever the manager has done, we need to put that aside, focus on playing football, focus on the games, and leave the club to do the matters behind the scenes. That's what I always say.
Hunt for the title. This Eastleigh's first home game since
Mandeville's...
January, their first without Ben
Yeah,
Stevens.
I've been to it before it got renovated to the state it is now. I was it when it didn't have all these stands and everything. It had like tin sheds.
No doubt be watching on from afar. his future something
went to watch haven't played her and it was completely different. Then somehow they got money and then they managed to upgrade it.
Yeah, it's nothing like preparing for a game, and it's a big game for both clubs. Obviously, Eastleigh on a bit of a bad run at the moment. Chesterfield just had a little blip.
Yeah, they would have got a grant
Both looking to get
because
back to
the
winning
goal that, or the big massive stand behind there used to be basically what you see at non-league grounds. It'd just be like metal shed. It'd be like just metal things on to make a stand. Just simple things that you see at lower end of non-league. It's like that.
Former Chesterfield man was
Come on, boys.
last season and did pretty well for them actually.
Yeah, he did well, and he's well looked up there by the fans, and obviously things change quickly in football, and he's finding...
Come on, Chesterfield, let's go and start well today. Let's start well.
Enjoying his football.
Uncertainty and speculation at their clubs, two things that these players
I'm not really that bothered. If we were to go and say lose three games, all other teams started winning 3 games, I would be more worried. But 1 win and we go second. So it shows how tight this league is. But we will basically go from 5th to 2nd, which in some leagues it's unheard of for that to happen. Come on, get Mandeville on the ball and let him have a rasper from like 30 yards. Come on, oh, you twats.
See if those two can strike up an understanding, Shimanga and the new man Quigley.
It certainly is. It's a partnership that I'm excited about.
We need to get a lot of set pieces and you can get the ball up to Quigley because of his height.
Hold the ball up, bring other players into play, but he'll be looking to get off the score sheet sooner rather than later. And I think sometimes over the winter conditions, the pitches and things, it's just another dimension.
Come on, boys.
The way that Chesterfield
Come
can
on. That's a crap ball, you absolute shit idiot.
Lynch telling his defenders to move up.
Yep. I think, if I am mistaken, he's actually up front with Shimanga. No, he's Joe Quigley, the one who's ex-Yeovil. We got him from Yeovil Town. Yeah. I would have loved to have Scott Quigley, but he would have been worth a lot more money.
Mandeville.
Literally before this game, and I don't know what the producers of this for National League, one of them actually thinks that Kabongo Shimanga can score 40 goals this season.
That's a little bit late from Kellerman.
That's a bit. Except in his non-league, in his National League career, he's already done it once. He did it when he was at Boreham Wood.
Exactly what they've done.
But they say, a lot of people are saying if he keeps scoring this amount of goals that he's already done already and does it for the rest of the season, they think he can go as high as the Championship.
Across, but it's a comfortable take in the end for Scott Lynch. A real regular in the Eastleigh side this season. Harry Pritchard is featured in 28 of 29 games.
Not a bad fall in today. I thought we would have sold out for this game, but unfortunately we haven't. But it is a long trip.
Here's Hill again.
Come on.
Quickly won back though by...
Come on, lads.
Pritchard.
Wow.
Dispossessed by...
For the first time in weeks, we're not playing Jeff King.
We've already seen some good battles.
It's right. He's all right. He's got 2 free kicks in the last 2 games in the league.
Suspended for this game.
There's no Carline as well at the moment. Chesterfield
He was only making mistakes that any player would make.
At right wing back.
Yeah, I think the fact that Chesterfield are in a good position with all the injuries that they've had and currently still have.
Come on.
Carline and Danny Rowe out. Big players, Jack Clark.
Go on! Oh, you twat!
Wasn't too far away from picking out quickly.
Oh, it's a great ball in.
That's the only player in that team that.
Begging to be headed in there. See quickly just pulling on the far post onto
Oh.
Bent.
Guys,
It's a lovely whip ball in. Just can't quite get there.
I had a bit of issues because the TV. I'll give you the lineups quickly. I know I'm a bit behind them, but that's just because I've been trying to. TV was doing a bit of playing up. Yeah, number 12 is actually Williams. Yeah, number 12 is Williams, one of our newer signings. So we got Loach, Williams, Kerr, Kroll, or Kroll, whatever you want to call his name. It's how you pronounce it. Maguire is actually playing. Interesting. Whittle, Weston. Oh, great. Kellerman, Mandeville, Quigley and Shimanga going bang a hat-trick. On the bench is Miller, Grimes, Khan, Tom Denton and Akwasi Asante.
The mood of training the day after. Of course, the players found out about Ben Streven's departure. Didn't hide away from that at all.
Yeah.
The players have been affected by
The only reason,
Yeah, it's difficult. Being in and
if we
around
just
the
wait
team,
till I
not
second.
really
Go on!
a chance
Go
for
on!
Shimanga.
Yes! Oh, twat!
down. A good recovery in the end.
And then the Eastleigh team is as followed. I'm not going to be able to. Wow.
Yeah, good play. Shimanga. Oh, he's playing on the
Some
shoulder.
of these I've never even heard, so it would be interesting.
Ball over the top.
Got
His own
McDonald, Hare,
Just about does enough.
Macoma,
Ball away for a corner.
I think Boyce, Broadbent, Harper, Wheeland, who I'm very familiar with because he was at us last season.
This Chesterfield player,
Hollands, Pritchard,
over 20 league goals in a season.
Ryan Hill, and Tyrone Barnett, who I have heard of. And you got Kelly, Smart, Miles,
Manage that.
Heskett, or Haskett, and Smith. That's how you pronounce it, stuff. And then that's your team to play Chesterfield today.
No real chances yet, but let's say going back to the Eastleigh players.
Go on, let's get a win, let's get a win, let's get a win.
When he left it, and I know
We are going up, swear going up. We are going up, swear going up.
like I say, things change in football, and I'm sure Ben
Now,
will be back in before we know it.
There's a lot of players in the Football League right now who owe a lot to him as well. Players who he's helped bring through. at Eastleigh.
and one thing is, Lawrence Maguire hardly ever scores.
During his time.
He scored, he's not even got past 5 goals for Chesterfield yet in his whole career. And he's the longest serving player.
Went from Kerr up towards Shimanga.
He's been at Chesterfield since the age of 15. Come on, boys! This was potentially going to be one of the games that I would have gone to with my dad, because it's literally just up the road.
You can see the way that Eastleigh set up 3 at the back. They've got the wing backs, and then so Hollands is just going to sit. Pritchard and Wheeler.
Because the only problem was we did that all before COVID happened. We were saying that this would be a fixture we would want to go to, but then everything happened, and it's made us more think we don't want to go into crowded areas because it's going to be more crowded because it's National League.
Pritchard does well, and it's a really good pass. Just goes between Maguire and Kroll. Just can't quite get his feet right. Half a chance for him.
Way best team in the world. That's why Chelsea are the best, because we are the team of the decade, and no one can take that away from us.
Little somebody who played with the likes of Connor Cody and
Yeah, because nothing's going to take that away from us. Not even shitty ass Liverpool can take that away from us, or Man City, or shitty ass Man United. Go on, Chesterfield.
quickly.
Oh, Quigley. Oh, that's a ball. Oh,
Shimanga.
come on. Pile under pressure. We're coming for you, Stockport. We're coming for you. We're coming for you.
Yeah, it's coming from that left-hand side once again. Whittle just takes a touch there and whips it into an area. Good defending from Broadbent. Just over the top of Shimanga.
Because I literally had my dinner about 10 minutes before, but I was just sorting stuff out. My teeth in it. Been having. Come on, yeah, 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 oh! Come on.
Keeps it going with Williams. Mandeville with the
Come
ball
on.
to the box. Shimanga.
Have a shot.
To turn.
Pop. Go on.
It's a good ball.
Shoot.
Still got
Oh,
plenty forward.
twat!
Shot though by Maguire.
Don't give Maguire a shot, he doesn't know how to shoot.
Yeah, see Shimanga just getting to a good position there. Just trying to find half yard to get a shot away. See Harper there up against him. It's a nice little ball through. Maguire just trying to get this onto his left foot. Can't quite get the power and direction on it.
Come on, boys.
The start he had against Aldershot last weekend, Lawrence Maguire, his first National League appearance since the 30th of October, has been out.
We should have beaten Aldershot last week, just the referee robbed us.
It was a welcome return in the Spyrites' defence.
You twat! You fucking twat! What's with that fucking back pass, you tosser? But, yeah. Because he had no need to put that pace on the ball for a back pass. Stupid. Oh, he literally had no one near him. All he had to do was just do it softly, not put any much pace on it, and it would still get to the keeper.
Is one of those up there too, a threat from set pieces, and it's just been kept out that almost on the
Well, Loach.
by Loach. The little flick at the near post almost paid off.
Yeah.
Fraser Kerr, you lucky bastard.
I think it was Harry, wasn't it? Just coming across the near post, just tries to glance that one in. It's a good save from Scott Loach in the right position. As I said, Eastleigh really dangerous from set pieces.
I'm not related to him. Just that everyone thinks I do, but I'm not. It's just a coincidence.
Quickly competing for it.
I know a lot. Yeah, it's just a lot of people when I first tell them that they all think, "Are you related to him?" And I think, no, it's just a coincidence.
Collision there with Luke Kroll.
Come on. Book him, ref. Book him, ref. Book him.
Clearly the Chesterfield
Yellow card.
seem to be suggesting to the referee that they think he's left a bit on him there.
Oh, he didn't even want it. You cheeky little bastard. You should be booked for that, you absolute dick. You knew what you were doing. Eastleigh, scum, 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 scum. Endangering the player's safety. Ref, he could have concussed him, you know.
Kevin, in terms of collisions with centre halves.
I knew you were going to say something about that. But, unintentional. Yeah, look at innocent face. I had one of those as well.
It's been a busy day in the National League. 27 goals in 10 games. You can see all of them in our highlight show tonight from 7:30. That's on BT Sport 3. Let's tell you about our forthcoming attractions in terms of the National League. Our February picks are out.
Ooh, Woking versus Southend. How about a bit of shite game?
12th of February, and then on the 19th they go to York Road, Maidenhead.
Oh, Bournemouth versus Maidenhead. Come on, Maidenhead, do us a favour against Bournemouth.
And then we see Chesterfield in action again.
Yay! 26th of Feb. Chesterfield versus Yeovil. Get in. The day before we play the cup final. That'll be actually a great day, Chelsea and Chesterfield. Weekend. That'll be a great weekend. A CFC double. Double header.
So many good teams up there. It's going to be really interesting.
And hopefully it'll be the good weekend. Chesterfield beating Yeovil and Liverpool getting handed their arses by basically the best team in world football.
Stockport, who are top of the National League table, but you could,
And it shuts up that dickhead who thinks he can
But then you look at the table, Kevin, of course, Bournemouth
have a go at us 4 weeks or 5 weeks prior to the game, which is a dickhead manoeuvre.
Good managers, good teams, good players. Now this really is almost an extension.
Anyone who does that as a football fan is not a proper football fan. They're just wanting to just be dicks.
Such a tough league to get out of.
Josh Hare to take the throw in for the Spitfires. Said he was on his social media gutted about the departure of Ben Strappens. Said what an amazing job he'd done, and you get the feeling, certainly listening to Jason Bristow as well, that that's a view shared by the vast majority of the Eastleigh dressing room. A popular manager with the players, clearly, Ben Strappens.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I spoke briefly to Kenny Amore and obviously Tom Coffey at the club, and he's not just a manager but he's a friend, so it's a tough one.
Come on, Chesterfield, come on.
It's the right timing for both parties, and like I said before, I don't think Ben's going to be struggling to get a new job. I expect to see him back in very soon.
Chimanga beaten in the air.
Go on.
Quickly.
Hey! That's a foul, ref. That's a foul, ref. Fucking hell.
Expecting a free kick there. It'll run.
Go on, Chimanga. He's not offside. It does the Eastleigh player first.
Just wonder, Kevin, it's worth asking the question, are they too reliant, Chesterfield, on that man for goals? 21 of their 44 National League goals this season.
I think it's certainly the case. I mean, I've been in teams at Bolton where we tried to spread the goals between us, get 10 to 12 to 15 between 2 and 3 players, but, you know, he's brought in for a reason. The boys touched on it before, fantastic goal-scoring record in recent years. He will always score goals, and I think the Chesterfield fans, the sooner the window closes, the better, that's for sure.
There has been national newspaper speculation linking him even with talk of Premier League interest. Certainly Championship clubs have been mentioned as well. When you left Chesterfield, Kevin, that if there were a League One side, you went to the Premier League with Southampton. Well, I can only imagine it's a very difficult league to make one that you did successfully, but not everybody would be able to do that.
No, but he has all the qualities, you know. I went to watch him against Chelsea 2 or 3 weeks ago and didn't look out of place, I must say, that level. He has all the attributes, and at some stage, the water will be tested.
Go on, Mandeville.
Sure. He's a fantastic player. Like Alan Virgo was saying, one of the best we've had at this level for a while.
Mandeville.
Oh.
Nearly picked out on the volley by Weston, who just couldn't keep it down.
Hit the target, son.
Play once again, coming from that left-hand side. This time Mandeville just works the ball.
Unlucky.
Let's see a little bit more movement in there.
If you guys like the stream, hit the like button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new.
Been a difficult week off the field for Chesterfield, but they have at least had a clear 7 days to prepare for this. Their last game, that goalless draw at home to Aldershot. Eastleigh lost 1-0 at Dover on Tuesday night. The home side's first win in almost exactly a year.
Yeah, I think both teams admit the performances and the levels were not quite good enough in their last games. But like I say, it's looking like it's going to be new starts potentially for both these clubs, and nobody really likes uncertainty, particularly football players. And hopefully both clubs will find some solutions in the next week or two.
That goalless draw against Aldershot was only the second time this season Chesterfield had failed to score. First time they'd failed to score at home. So the challenge comes in on quickly. And Whelan loses possession to Mandeville. Kerr.
I think it's a big second half of the season there for Liam Mandeville as well. Jack Clark out injured. He's the one that can really give him that creativity.
On the ball here, Mandeville.
Come on. In the box.
With the ball in.
Corner, come on.
Took it out for a corner.
Come on, boys. It's a good start.
A stroll forward here for Fraser Kerr. That man really has struggled for clean sheets this season. Just 4 he's kept in the National League.
Go on, shoot! Oh, you jammy kid! Oh, yeah. How have we not scored that? Lawrence Maguire nearly scored. Again.
Maguire does well initially with the first header. Against McGowan there, he falls kindly to him, left foot as well. Just needs a bit more conviction and belief in the finish.
Yeah, and the keeper nearly dropped it and had to grab it from behind him.
These two teams both really dangerous from set pieces, two big, powerful teams.
Wow, 2-0 Cameroon. Looks like Gambia's dreams are over. Lawrence Maguire. That's captain. Captain Maguire. There we go. Yeah, I thought. Better version, yeah. Without a ball for him, he's actually having the better season. Even though he's been injured for nearly quite a big chunk of it.
Quickly beaten in the air.
Yeah. But it shows that you can be at any level and you can have like you can have a good season, but then sometimes you might have one bad season.
It's the last man standing really in terms of that line that did so well for Eastleigh last season. Had a great defensive record. They've not been able to get anywhere near that this season in terms of replicating those standards.
Yeah, we're looking at the stats a bit before, and when you look how much stronger.
I
think this time last season, Eastleigh were in the top fourth place with 37 points.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Probably 47, 48. So it shows you how strong.
Go on,
this league is this
yes.
year.
They conceded 40 goals in the whole of last season. They've already conceded 35 this season. It tells its own story, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And you know, they've lost key players. We talked about their recruitment. Ben House, a big loss, and I know Shows has been a little bit frustrated by not being able to bring one or two additions in to help this squad. And you just feel like they're crying out for another striker. See Ryan Hill there is trying to do a job playing off Tyrone Barnett, but he's a natural winger.
Tyrone Williams with the throw-in. Gets it back again off.
Put in the box.
Started all 10 National League games, Williams, since his mid-season arrival from Solihull. And another big win today, Solihull. Andrew Dallas with a couple more goals as well. He's got 11 in 4 games. Andrew Dallas.
He's on fire, isn't he? I'd say strikers and confidence. What a rich vein of form he's in.
Come on, boys.
Sends it forwards for an open expectation, really.
Come on, just keep pressing.
The loose ball. Wide it comes now for Whittle. Kellerman.
Keep hold of the ball. Well done.
Maguire.
Ooh. Ooh, that was speculative.
For the goalkeeper, he was a little
Nearly
unsure.
caught him out. Don't know what you were attempting there.
Position, just trying to find quickly there in the middle. A bit awkward for Joe McDonald. See from this angle, does he get a touch or not? I'm not too sure. He quite knows where he is. Gets away with it.
Midway through the first half, Kevin, I guess a lot of people would have been looking with 2 caretaker managers in charge to see the performances that we get from the players in the early stages of this game. What have you made of it in that respect?
Yeah, I think Chesterfield, we expect to have a bit more possession. I think he's
why let him have
that one ball from Tom Whelan through to
a free touch with no one around him? What a twat.
Way of Eastleigh's going to score goals, maybe a set piece, but both caretaker managers have been relatively happy with the way these teams have started. We expected it to be a close game. They've been close in the last 2 or 3 games, these games.
Hill.
Go on.
Shimanga.
Oh, looky quickly.
Magoma. Chesterfield, of course, not without problems at the minute, but they have only lost one of their last 14 National League matches. They've won 8 of those games as well. As Danny Webb was saying before the game, it's so important that they don't let things slip after all the hard work that they've done this season. Here's Whelan for Eastleigh. Needed against the heels of Kellerman. Shimanga first to the loose ball.
Yeah, I've been in these situations a few times, as I said before, and so it's not easy. I'm sure both Jason and Danny, they'll try to keep the mood light and make it fun and training, happy and, high tempo, and try and just get on with the business at hand. The goals haven't changed. Both teams want to be in amongst the promotion places.
It's a 380-mile round trip for those who've made the journey from Chesterfield to Eastleigh today.
That's never offside, ref.
Highest average gate in the National League this season, 5,700, only betted by Stockport, Grimsby, Notts and Wrexham. Certainly during James Rowe's time in charge, Kevin, he's been a big part of recapturing the imagination of the local public in Derbyshire.
They certainly have. Listen, it's new ownership. James has come in and done a fantastic job. You know, his win ratio, and, you know, over 2 points a game he's averaging. He's done a wonderful job. He's built a squad of players. He's got competition in different places. Had a lot of injuries to deal with as well. With COVID, it's been difficult, but the fans have been really happy with what they've seen so far out there on the pitch. You know, the battling qualities, the quality of players. There's lots of good things around Chesterfield.
Come on! Do something, well done! Yeah, because Mandeville's not known for defending. He's more for attacking the midfielding. Hello, John. How are you doing on this fine Saturday evening?
Struggling to get away there, Pritchard.
Come on, someone get on to it. Get it away.
Suggesting that he's being held by Williams. Broadbent, you'll have noted, is up from the back. They very nearly scored from one corner. Eastleigh, what can they do from this?
Well done, Roach.
Decisive.
Come on, boys.
Roach.
Keep it going.
Yeah, you can see lots of grappling going on. People trying to get the blocks on, trying to create a little bit of space. Say two big physical teams.
Hill. Magona. Whelan.
Come on, keep. Header, head. Well done.
Beat to it by Williams.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Just hopefully this result goes alright and not make me a nervous wreck.
Whelan. Very sad to hit that first time. It was a good pick out for Barnett.
Keep going.
Hollins. Harper. Nice combination play there. The Swans with the crossing.
Way! Over! Sit down and don't get back up. Sit down.
Yeah, best bit of play we've seen from the home team, Eastleigh. They work the ball really well. Holland finds himself on this left-hand side with an overlap. Don't see that too often.
Sit down. Sit down.
Tyrone Barnett will be disappointed. He gets up really early up against Lawrence Maguire. He'll be disappointed not to at least hit the target there.
So, guys, put your question in the chat, like, sub, and subscribe if you are new to the channel for a Chesterfield win, hopefully. Potentially a Chesterfield win.
He was once £1 million player. He went from Crawley to Peterborough. What was a decade ago now in January of 2012.
Yeah, he's still doing a good job. Plays with a smile on his face. He's the focal point of the
Signal
team
went.
still.
But the signal only went for
Williams.
Facebook. Didn't really affect anything else.
Respect to McDonald.
Come on! We're better than this, come on! Go on, Shabanga, chase! Fuck!
Voice to McDonald. It's the first time Eastleigh have lost 4 games in a row, by the way, since April of 2018. They haven't lost 5 in a row since really.
And in the Championship, folks, it's still Sheffield United 0, Peterborough United 0.
One for Harper. Barnett and Pritchard in the middle. Into his right foot. He's
Oh!
really well.
Nearly 1-0 Eastleigh, folks.
Lynch with the save away to his right.
Yeah, good luck spell for Eastleigh.
I thought that was in.
Himself in the space, uses the run of Hollands there, just to get inside on his right foot, not enough pressure on the ball.
What a save, Roach.
In that bottom corner there, it's a good save from Loach. On his weaker foot, good strike, good save.
He's yet to score for Eastleigh. Harper, but you wouldn't know it from the confidence he showed there. Good save by Loach. As the corner kick evades everybody. Just kept in by Broadbent.
Come on, do something.
Plenty of options in the middle too.
Oh.
Deflected behind for what will be another corner. Just a bit of pressure here from the Spitfires.
Oh no.
Goals have really dried up for Eastleigh. They've only got one across their last four. They're looking a threat here with just over half an hour gone in Hampshire. Whelan with the delivery. Just evaded.
Get out!
They'll keep it going with Boyce. Harper.
Come on. Do something, for God's sake.
Good chase. It's up against Kroll. And it's a corner
Oh, don't go kick. On the ref. They might making it stressful.
You can see Hill just chasing a bit of a lost cause ball there. Kroll just does enough. See it ricochets off Hill for a goal kick. Just growing into the game now, Eastleigh. Just like to see Chesterfield try and get a few more quality balls into Quigley and Shimanga.
Said that the players, in his words, have been good as gold in training this week. He looks relaxed enough, doesn't he?
Come on, Senegal!
Chesterfield.
Come on, Senegal!
Danny Webb has been a manager, albeit fairly briefly, at Leyton Orient, so it's not completely new to him having to take charge of sessions as he's done this week.
Clear it!
Kevin, that it wouldn't be right for him to be making big calls at the minute, big changes in terms of the team.
No, I think this team would have been fairly close to the one that James Rowe had picked, so he's gone with it and has said things can change quickly. See how the land lies next week.
Well, lads!
But he's a big character, I'm sure. He's looking to try and get a reaction out of these players. You know, it's a difficult place to come, Eastleigh. As we mentioned, they've got a good home record, struggled on the road. Been a good contest so far.
Put it in the box. Put it away from the keeper, you bunch of red bricks.
Keeping goals out really has been a problem all season for Eastleigh. 16 goals conceded in 12 home games, 19 in 11 away games.
Come on.
I think Joe McDonald went through a few games down there. He's kept Eastleigh in many games. He's having a really good season. I think he's one of the best keepers in the league.
Kept 16 clean sheets last season, which was a Club National League record. He had to wait until the 30th of October for his first clean sheet of this season. But I think, as you alluded to there, Kevin, there was so much changed in front of him, didn't he, in terms of the defence from last season. Boyce was the only player from the regular back line that stayed for this new campaign. I think that's maybe taken its toll a bit.
Yeah, potentially. I might say Eastleigh are generally hard to beat. I think the new manager will be looking at this squad and looking to add one or two, but he's got a good base, good platform to go for. Just got that balance right. Sometimes it can be a bit too defensive and try to not lose games.
Referee! He was going for the ball. Bias ref. What?
Just a words for Kellerman here from the referee, Matt Russell.
What?
And then you see Tommy just picking up the loose ball. It's just a clumsy tackle from Kellerman. So it's another needless free kick.
What name? Is that a big name?
Just under 10 minutes to go of this first half at the Silver Lake. Benson and Boyce both up there. Floated in by Whelan. Flag up. Side given.
Where's who and where's he gone to?
Yeah, you can see that. Well, it's pretty close.
And where's this guy gone to this time?
Maybe just playing them on. It's going to free header for the boys in there. So they are a big threat from set pieces.
They ain't going up. They ain't going up.
Shimanga and Quigley both kept relatively quiet. Eastleigh.
God, well, I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Come on, York. Go and smash Featherstone and Barrow. You're going to get absolutely cream crackered by Eagles tomorrow.
He dwelt on it a little there, Kellerman. The chance to put it into the box was gone.
Because Bishop's going to rip them gonna rip the Raiders a new one.
Long it goes this time.
He was to go and rip them into two.
Oh, it's Kroll. Maguire picked up by Danny Hollands.
You're at a team that he's gone to a club which unfortunately only know how to finish second, and that is true because they get screwed over every year.
Kerr. Whittle.
I think he's only gone because of who the manager is.
Mandeville comes short. Options in the box.
Because that could have made the difference.
Well, we have an international break at the moment, but when the Premier League is back, we have a lot of live games to look forward to on BT Sport 10. In actual fact, between the 5th and the 10th of February, there they all are.
Between the 10th and 5th of February, there's about nearly 10 games on Premier League, and Chelsea are not on there once because we're in FIFA Cup World Cup action.
Kept in here by Hill. Up against Maguire.
In front of 2,500 people. I've never been involved in anything this big.
Right, go and get the win. I know. Just waiting for the signal. When did it finally back? There we go.
The formation, there's one or two tweaks here and there. Sometimes go with 2 10s in behind the Shimanga, Santi. Nice to see big Tom Denton back in the squad as well. So it's starting to welcome 1 or 2 back from those long injuries.
Come on, Chesterfield. Let's go and get in a proper get in the game.
talk about Chesterfield's away record being good. I suppose Eastleigh fans would be wanting me to point out their home records. They've only lost one of their last 13 in all competitions at the Silver Lake. They've won 8 of those.
Yeah, it's a tough place to go.
Oh, goes. Here goes Sanchez. What's your prediction? I will not predict what this result's going to be because I'm not cursing it.
Shimanga.
Because I don't want to say anything and then it happens. I don't do predictions on here. But I will.
Biggest threat for Chesterfield, certainly down that left-hand side.
No, I don't. I don't put predictions. I never do them.
Quickly, Mandeville, Kellerman, Williams coming in late.
Yeah, I just don't like putting predictions in because of what happens if you say something and then it happens. Then it'd be like you're the one that said something and then it's gonna happen. I don't want to be that person.
Shimanga looking to put the pressure on Broadbent.
And that's a ball we've probably seen enough of from Chesterfield. That's a little hooked pass. Just in behind this stubborn back three of Eastleigh. Give him something to chase. To enforce a mistake. There's not an awful lot of contact there.
Guys, put your question in the chat, like, subscribe.
His last 3 games for Kabongo Shimanga.
And then hopefully tomorrow, the mighty Sheffield Eagles will start their way back to winning this league, and we're going to try our best with this new squad.
How high do you think he could play, Kevin?
But
in your opinion,
we're the only team in the entire league which nobody knows are we're good to perform because it's a completely full change squad.
He can go and establish himself there. 10, 15 goals in the Championship, then maybe look to the Premier League, but he's still young, isn't he? He's a player I've known for a long time as well. I was at Southport, tried to get him in on loan. He's still young, he's still got loads of development.
Funny that is.
Well, still learning his trade. But when he gets in that 6-yard box, that's when he comes alive. He can finish.
Chesterfield fans will be hoping that he can ultimately fire them to promotion this season.
I'll see you play tomorrow.
Kellerman.
See you play tomorrow.
Williams.
Oh, is the guy? Yeah, because this is for a player I've heard, so he'll definitely be playing. Because it's a testimonial.
For Chesterfield, but they do remain in a fantastic position and on merit too. No National League team has lost.
The one player that you said. The one player that you said you don't like.
Second best defensive record with the 3rd highest scorers and had the
Who
best
you just said.
So there's still a lot to be happy about for
the best
supporters.
I think they've surpassed where they think they should be, really. Yes, they've invested in the squad, but they've got some good players in there. They've got competition for places, and they've missed key players like we touched on before, like some Gav Gunning.
But you know they're going to go want to win it.
Jack Clark, Jeff King suspended, Hollis, Danny Rowe, Jack Clark, you know. So
Oh.
Chesterfield with a free kick in a very promising position here in the latter stages of this first half. It's Mandeville who's weighing up the options.
The British Army are now out of the Challenge Cup for Rugby League. They got beaten 14 points to 10 by Royal Navy, so it's not going to be the one that they're not going to like. They don't. When it comes to rugby, they don't get on in rugby terms between the Army and the Navy.
Could be so important. Mandeville with the ball over, and it came to Kellerman, and it was an important block by Whelan.
Have a shot! Oh, you twat!
There was no free kick given there. It would have counted if he managed to score there, Weston. How will the respective caretaker managers feel about the first half, Kevin?
I think they'll both be relatively happy. I don't think we're surprised it's 0-0 at half-time. You said they're going to be tight games. Both will be fairly happy.
Wow.
Jason probably just wants a bit more going forward, but they've been solid. No clear-cut chances, really. Maguire's probably had the best chance for Chesterfield.
Oh, fuck off!
They're relatively...
Sheffield Eagles' second game of the season were away to Bradford Bulls. Fuck. Oh, that ain't gonna be good against Bradford Bulls, but we'll just beat him like we did last time. We beat him 15-0 last time, so.
The Spyrites have won the last 4 meetings between these clubs without conceding a single goal. The last 3 finished 1-0. And it's looking like it could well be another tight affair today. The time at the end of the half will be a minimum of 2 minutes to add on.
Wow. And also, I'm going to say this about the manager of Fev. If you're going to show a statement of intent for wanting to go up in this league, from this league, go win your first 2 games. You're against 2 strong opponents.
So far today.
No, what I'm saying is, for him to show how good he is coming down to a 2nd tier league, he has to go and make a mark. And to make a mark, go and beat the 2 hardest teams you can face. And they're facing Hull, they're facing York City Knights first, which is not going to be easier, but it gets even harder when they face Lee. So they win both of them. But it's going to be Lee, and if they go and beat Lee, who looks like they could be the one that could be the favourites for it, which, you know what this league is like, of picking someone and they'll go and help them. So if you can win them first 2 games, they made their intent known straight off the bat.
And he goes on and bounced off a challenge. He's got Williams in support. Good tackle there in the end to win it back by Harper.
And if we lose to Barrow tomorrow, I'll be embarrassed. With all the new squad that Sheffield Eagles have got, I'll be embarrassed.
Kellerman. Mandeville.
Half time, folks. Chesterfield 0. Eastleigh 0. What a boring first half that was.
Of course, we saw a flick on from a near post from a corner as well, and another opportunity saved almost on the line by Scott Loach. Or the centre halves, Lawrence Maguire, has probably gone closest to breaking the deadlock.
So it's like for us.
We'll get the half-time thoughts of Aaron McLean and Adam Virgo with Becky shortly, but at half-time,
where are we? Are we 5th, 4th, 3rd?
Chesterfield.
How's that knowing? Because you've got the thing up, so you can let me know. No, what I mean is, are we 5th, 1st, 2nd, last? We won't be last, because that won't be right. That's what. I'll take that. But yeah, but the only difference is you can't put a team like that low, because it's literally not the same team. So you literally put in us at low expectations due to the fact that we literally don't know how these group of players are going to play together. And we've also not done pre-season. Because I think for the odds, I think we would have made better if we did like 1 or 2 pre-season games and you could see how we play. And it might have changed, because I think that's what it's done for Fev. Is I think it's made them more favourites to win it, because they played pre-season games and played teams in the higher league and done well against them, which has shown that they're up for it. But I'm glad that we haven't done pre-season, because you don't want players to get injured. But also, we don't have a home ground. They don't have anywhere to play. They wouldn't have anywhere to play the games anyway. Because at the moment, Sheffield Eagles are not playing at home till April. So we got a lot of catching up for home games to play right when April comes along. But we'll wait and see. But what makes it even worse is all the games are now on Premier Sports, which I think is a rip-off. Why can't you put them on Sky Sports with all the others? With all like the Super League and everything? Oh, I bet you Toulouse will be up there, knowing the shit, knowing. That would make Russia happy, isn't it? They're bottom to win it all. Because do you know what would be? Do you know? I wouldn't be unhappy if this actually happened, but I think it would be. It would show the government of rugby union that they've just been hit a slap in the face if Toulouse were to go down and Feb were to go up, and it'd be. Yeah. That would just be a slap in the face. Wow. Interesting. It sounds like Toulouse as a play sounds like they're very sport heavy because they got a football team and 2 rugby teams. Yeah, they've got a rugby league side, they've got rugby union, and they've also got a football team. Yeah, I know the rugby league one has their own ground, but I think the rugby union actually shares the same ground as the football club. The reason I know that because Sale have played them a few times. They do, but sometimes it gets used for rugby on occasions. Pardon me? See, he's the one player in world football from this deserves any card for what he's done this year, what he's done in football. Ah, here we go. The tenants of the stadium that Toulouse, the rugby union side, play at, is also the same team just of last year. Also, the rugby league side in Toulouse now play there, but only since last year. Yeah, but unfortunately for Toulouse, if they go and play like Heineken Cup or Champions Cup rugby in like the tournaments and stuff, they can't play it there because it's not big enough for that tournament. So they go and play it at the home of the football club in Toulouse. That's where they play their the tournament matches, but league matches get played there. Feel sorry for ourselves. We were shy in that first half. We were shy.
Their energy levels have been excellent. I think Hill's run the lines really, really well. I think Pritchard in midfield's done well. Whelan, and they've had a tiny bit more quality within that final third. But like we need to get
someone like Khan off the bench, someone who can actually hit it from range and can nearly score from range.
If you're looking at the first half performance, I'm pretty sure that Eastleigh would be the happier of the two.
Or get Miller on who actually does something. We've got the balls are not going in as well as I would have hoped.
You know, they've looked to get the ball up to Barnett. Barnett's looked after it really well. And Hill's run his socks off. And when the opportunities have come, you know, they've tested the keeper. This is a great strike from Harper and pulls a really good save out of Loach. But Loach has definitely been the busier out of the 2 goalkeepers. And Eastleigh go at half time really happy with their first half performance, I think.
Anything to do with perhaps trying to impress whoever might be coming in?
I'd say they're right at the start of the game.
See some other scores, mate. Watch your views. No, I won't go. Unfortunately, I won't go into that because unfortunately with YouTube, you cannot talk about that sort of subject because it's actually barred by YouTube. So unfortunately, I can't talk about that. Sorry.
Well, considering Chesterfield's firepower, is it kind of ironic that the best chance of the game has come from their centre-back, Aaron?
I know, and it's
Which shouldn't be. It should be from Shamanga. Shamanga's been like an absolute not even playing.
been brought in to get hold of the ball, look after it, bring Tishmanga in. He hasn't done that.
The thing that's going on in the world, it begins with C,
Headers blocked,
as in,
back to him, and he just
yeah, we're not. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to talk about it on YouTube because of people have been known to be spreading lies, fake news about it, and stuff like that, and they've been getting into trouble.
Well, what's a Chesterfield not
So it's
doing
been known.
that they have
So that's why, and we can't also mention the long version of it. You can mention the short, you can mention it as in like a name, but you can't literally go and talk about it.
You just need to be patient with the ball through the thirds. I think the midfield haven't even controlled the game so far. I think they missed Jeff King
You
immensely on that.
you can say the shortened version, but you're just not allowed to say the full name of it because it's barred. The full name is.
So if they control the ball a little bit more in the midfield,
Yeah, it's just a new rule that they brought out just to be safe for other people, and it's more for their company safety.
in that dressing room?
Still 0-0, Sheffield United versus Peterborough, 0-0.
Some goals here in the second half, but you would imagine that interim manager Jason Bristow was probably the happier of the two managers.
Wow.
Eastleigh definitely
I never thought I'd be saying this, but Leeds have actually turned down a 50 million approach from West Ham for Rafinha.
dressing room to Chesterfield now, hoping to get 3 points from this game to get them
I didn't.
on track. Second half,
Leeds have turned down a 15 mil approach from West Ham. West Ham went in for a 50 mil bid, and Leeds have said no thanks. This is also what's going to be weird, and this is to do with football, slightly with a music site. Barcelona in talks to sell the new Cam's naming rights to Spotify. Which doesn't make any sense. Because what does Spotify have to do with football? That is the most weirdest thing. Ah, now I get it now. Because they're also, when you see Barcelona's shirt next season, Spotify is going to be their sponsor on the shirt. It's gonna look ridiculous because Spotify's logo is massive. Wow. And this deal is actually worth between 60 mil to 65 mil per year. So they're getting a lot of money. Let's see some any other news while it's half time. And Tottenham have made a bid for Rodrigo Bentancur for 30 mil. Which is an interesting one. Gonna take that off and we can put another poll on for you guys. We did, who do you think will win? Chesterfield at 61%, a draw at 23%, and he's get 15%. I bet you there must be nothing good on FIFA today, except for that card that you said. There we go. That's a poll for you guys. It goes, I go, Sam, are you playing the actual stream? That wording does not sound right. So are you meaning, am I streaming the actual game? Are you thinking that? And if that's the case, nope. Because the stream will get taken down in literally seconds.
Welcome back to the Silver Lake Stadium. There is no Premier League football this weekend, but no Premier League, no problem. We've got the men's National Futsal Series live for you tomorrow. Catch all the action from 9:45 in the morning on BT Sports 2. Right, let's go with the second half here. Your commentary teams take through this. Kevin Davis is alongside Adam Summerton.
Yeah, thanks, Becky. So, goalless in this caretaker Classico at the Silver Lake. Been tight affairs, as we mentioned just before half-time, when these two sides have met in recent years. At least you're looking around the pitch, doesn't it, Kevin? Really looking for potential difference makers in both sides. But did you agree with the sentiment at half-time that Eastleigh would be the happier?
Here we go, second half is on the way, folks. Like, sub, and subscribe if you are new. Vote, still vote on the poll. What you guys think of the first half? That'd be interesting to hear your vote. Second half is kicked off, folks. 0-0.
Three at the back there. You've got Holland sitting in front. Go and really take the game to Chesterfield. Can you go and get a big win and to lift the whole place? Do it for the manager. I'm sure those kind of things.
Just gonna check to see what games are on tomorrow. See if there is any. What there is tomorrow.
His work rate praised at half-time by Adam and Aaron. Not sure Adam Virgo knows a great deal about work rate, but...
Yeah, he's done well. He makes life difficult, doesn't he? He can never settle on the ball. Those three centre-halves there. So he's not had much time. We've seen Chesterfield.
Come on, Chesterfield, let's get on with it. And let's get on.
To push in, and then he draws one of the midfield players out, and you can start picking teams off a little bit. But he's made it difficult for them so far.
Checking to see when Napoli next play. Napoli do not play till Sunday the 6th of Feb. They play Venezia.
Williams with the ball back.
So
Up it goes to Shamanga. Wriggled away one of the few times.
it could be tomorrow. I might actually do a rugby stream or something for the start of the rugby league season. Because there's no football and I might as well spice it up a bit, change it up a bit. I've done one rugby stream before. I can tell you guys how that went, which was the start of the previous season. There was just so many clashes between football and rugby during that period. Impossible to do both.
on by Barnett. Come to him again, and it's set up to be hit.
And just checking, see what
Hare. It goes to Hill.
the numbers that we had for that stream.
Suggesting that should have been a Chesterfield ball.
We got 333 views on the last one I did for rugby. So I might do that tomorrow.
Academy. Hollands. Voice closed down by Shimanga.
Just let me know in the chat, folks, what you guys think of that idea. Just sprucing it up again. There's not a lot of big games. There's no League One. There's no Serie A. There's no big leagues playing for a little bit. So I thought, why don't we go and do something like that? Let me know in the chat what you guys think of that. And it's Chesterfield 0, Eastleigh 0.
Now this was Ben Straven's 4th season in charge. Took over in November 2018. He had actually signed a new 2-year contract.
Come on, boys.
Of 2021. It's the first match. The caretaker Jason Bristow in charge. He was part of Ben Straven's team. Originally came to the club to work on the scholarship program.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Several months before assisting Ben Straven's.
Yeah, it's a wonderful football club. Huge credit to Ben Strevens and obviously Kenny Moore, Tom Coffey, the way it's run from top to bottom. You know, they've improved the attendances. They've got a young fan base coming through. I'd say it'll attract some managers and also attracts players as well. You've seen the players that have come here and moved on into the EFL. So lots of good things going on for Eastleigh.
I can't believe during the week Wrexham signed someone and on his debut he scored within a matter of seconds.
Able to afford too many drop points, 9 wins in a row in all competitions for Dave Challoner's side.
Oh, unlucky.
Second attempt by McDonald.
Let me know, folks, if you guys are happy to see me also from doing football to do rugby live watch on, spruce it up a bit. Let me know in the chat what you guys think of that.
Congo International.
So I think that was the last one I did, was that one. I think I also did Featherstone Rovers in their last game. In their last big game. That went really well. I think it went really well. I can't remember what the numbers is now, but I think it went well. Since doing that, that has got 536 views.
Been amongst the goals too much this season, in and out of injury, but certainly a good player. It'll be interesting to see how he does.
So for rugby streams, we tend to get over the 300 to 500 mark. So that's actually not bad for view wise. That's what I'm saying. If that's why I'm thinking. Why because of there's no big games on literally. That's why I thought rugby season starting tomorrow. I thought spruce up a bit and get something different. Take advantage of the fact there's not a lot of football on. Come on, get rid of it.
Was beaten in the air and there was some holding going on there. It will be Chesterfield's ball. Kroll, the player who was temporarily down.
Come on, guys, put your question in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new.
Got his arms over him there. Again, it's an opportunity for Kroll to come into the team and Gav Gunning out of the team at the moment. Stake a claim. 4 or 5 really good centre.
Don't have to answer that question.
Chesterfield, Pollock's out injured as well.
That's old news.
At the end of last season, Kroll had several months without a club until Chesterfield signed him. And James Rowe describing him as a top player, said that they were lucky to have him. Williams with the throw in for the Spirals.
Because if you wanted to know, Dorking Wanderers won 5-0 against Billericay.
Kellerman dispossessed by Whelan.
Yeah, and we couldn't even beat them. That just shows how shocking it was.
Two former teammates chatting.
And Maidstone also won not 5-0, but 5-1. We had a couple of, you had a 3-2, a 3-1, a 3-1. At least 1-0-0 and 3-1-1, 3-1-0 wins. So they like keeping it tight in that league for results.
Barnett's gone through the middle. Whelan arriving on the edge of the box as well.
Aye, that's not a foul, ref. Aye.
Eastleigh throw in. Taken quickly by Hill to Whelan.
Jeez.
Harper, Hollands.
Wow. I didn't expect to see that. I didn't expect to see that after. Even you were shocked to see Ponty win 2-0.
They've won their last 3 games at the Silver Lake. It's Weymouth, Torquay and Enfield.
It seems to be that the results that they seem to that people think that you might think they'll lose it, and surprisingly they come and get a win out of nothing.
Nagoma, Ham makes the run down the right.
Let's have a look.
The throw to Chesterfield.
Wow. Come on, Chesterfield, get you in the game. The attendance for that game was 277.
Chesterfield since he was 15. Lawrence Maguire, currently the club's longest serving player.
Liversidge didn't play today, their game got called off.
Shimanga was expecting a free kick there.
Oh, that's interesting. Stockton versus Liversidge, called off due to dangerous weather conditions.
Eastleigh credit for that, working hard, making life difficult for them. We almost want to say, just flip a couple of balls in behind. Can we stretch this easy back 3, back 5, and just start to open a few space in those midfield areas? It's really cramped and congested.
So that's interesting.
It's a little bit scrappy.
That's interesting. Wow. The Ponty Supporters Club just based after winning went great to see the Ponty contingent in good numbers, celebrating 2 second half goals, 3 points, safe travels. That's very rare that it's very rare that you see a lot of people go into away game for them, and that's only due to them starting getting on form.
Stanley Webb, the Chesterfield caretaker, with Tom Denson back from injury now, and Asante is there as well. He wants to change it. Wrong side, Shimanga.
Come on.
Quickly struggling to affect things right now.
Yeah, like I say, he's been brought into the team to do a job, and Chesterfield aren't really hitting.
Come on, get Mandeville involved. That guy can shoot from anywhere on the football pitch. Or get Saidu Khan on.
He's got those options in Asante and Denson, both had serious long-term injuries, so they'll be brought in slowly. Asante's had a couple of starts. We've just got to keep an eye on those two and break them in gently.
Nice touch by Whelan. Pritchard. Crossing comes now to Hare. Whelan.
Hello from Brazil? Wow. Hello.
Kerr.
Hello. well, welcome. If you guys like the stream, like, subscribe if you are new. It's Chesterfield. I do, but people might not read it. Oh, here we go. Strong Crypto has basically gone and said he's betted 1 to 5 for Eastleigh, and he said, "No, mate, I'm a fan of the money."
Almost the wrong way around, isn't it? You want quickly really competing for those balls, and
You wouldn't do that if you're a Chesterfield fan and you did that. You'd be getting a lot of people not liking you because you wouldn't bet against your own club. No one would ever do that. You're insane. If you're not a supporter of either of them, and you're doing it because you're just a fan of money, then that's fair enough. But if you're a supporter of one of them and you're going against the team that you follow, then it's a bit weird doing it in the first place. That's on my opinion.
Western coming into the game. I say, give credit to Eastleigh. They haven't given Chesterfield much time to settle on the ball. They worked really hard.
Because I got a mate who does betting, and he would not bet against Chelsea. Because you always back the boys no matter what. If you lose it, you lose it. No, but he has gone. You're not wrong. He's gone because some people, like I know some people who like to bet who will never go and will never go and bet if it's their own team. They would never bet against them because you don't want your own team to lose. It'd be a bit ridiculous to do it. But I'll do other games, but I would never bet in a team that involves my team like Chesterfield or Chelsea. I would never bet in a fixture that would involve them.
There is just one automatic promotion slot in the National League. Only the champions guaranteed a place in League Two. Although the playoffs do go all the way down to 7.
No, but I'm just saying for anyone, I bet no one would do it. But if you see other fixtures that are in the same league, but you go for them instead.
What we just saw is that Bournemouth would have got 2 games in hand on Stockport. If they won both of them, Bournemouth would. It would take them up to 55 points. Stockport currently top on 51, so Bournemouth would have really in a great position out there.
Have you guys not got your head screwed loose? Chesterfield have game in hands too. We got a game in hand against fucking Stockport. And we'll beat Stockport because I have faith.
This is one of the best chances to get out of it.
Whittle. Half an hour to go. Kellerman. Whittle. Maguire.
Come on, Chesterfield.
Whittle to Maguire.
Come on, get onto it.
The attempt to cross this charge down.
There we go.
With the header clear. Maguire sends it forward again.
There you go, another poll for you guys to vote on. Unlucky Mandeville. Unlucky Mandeville. If it's the one player that I would want to have a shot from distance, it would be him. But unfortunately, he didn't hit the target that time. But at least someone has the actual ball to at least have an attempt. Just can't say the rest of the other team because none of them have bothered their asses to have an attempt.
Club have an option for a second year on Mandeville. He was really desperate to stay.
Jeez!
Up in the air
Fucking hell.
of last season.
Bournemouth won 1-0 and got Gary Cahill sent off.
There were those at Doncaster I can recall say that he was their best homegrown product for many years. Maybe he wasn't quite always maybe Darren Ferguson's cup of tea in terms
Still at Sheffield United 0, Peterborough 0. Is there any shocks in? And we can say it now. Chelsea Women's in the FA Cup as the holders now are through to the next round after beating Aston Villa, and Man City beat Nottingham Forest Women's 8-0. 8-0. If that does not mean that they have an incentive to go and win this competition, I don't know what will if you have to be 1-8-0.
Holland's got it clear. Clear with the header. It goes from Pritchard, helped on by Weston.
Oh, who's voted for Eastleigh? What a shit house. Come on, Deuce! Alright, get up, you cheating twat of a keeper. Oh, Sheffield United have just scored. Get in. No, I'm just saying they've scored. Get in. Because I know my uncle will be in a happy mood. Because he's not been on the best form lately, but it took him that long. Let's see if they've got to have scored it.
I think at the moment he's just getting caught between maybe dropping off, trying to get on the ball, not getting up against those centre halves. He's dropping off, almost like he's a little bit fearful of them. Being dominated so far.
And the goal scorer is Billy Sharp. Ah, it's been very long since he's actually scored a goal. Very long time.
Did you ever move mid-season, Kevin, to a new side? I can imagine that sometimes that can be difficult, particularly fitting in up front in a side.
Thank you very much for tuning in, Strong Crypto. Well, thank you very much for joining. Hope you can be here for the next watch-alongs that happen in the next coming days. And please say that my guy's coming on that I like. I gotta say Asante, because that guy needs just one opportunity and he can score.
Word is from the touchline that quickly is going to be replaced shortly by Asante, who he just...
Come on, Asante! I gotta say Asante is that good, even Chelsea let him score. That's no disrespect, because I like both clubs, so no disrespect.
Asante saying that he got the Hakeem CX shirt after the game, the one that he wanted. It's confirmation of that change. Of course,
Yeah, quickly did nothing the whole entire game. Did absolutely nothing.
with a knee problem. He got 10 goals in 22 league appearances for Chesterfield.
Yeah, it's a bit poor, but is it only?
Last season, both under James Wright.
Yeah,
he's a special player, I think.
I'm not really
Coming back to
I'm not really gonna say anything bad about his performance or anything. 'Cause it's only his second game at the club, so wait until he's had at least about like a month worth of being at the club, and then you'll be able to see if he can get used to the system that the club are playing. But it looks like he found another partner, but just not got used to working with me yet. But then what doesn't help is then we now got the manager issue that's not helping the club and helping the players in any way, because that's now got in the way. Because our manager's now suspended on the grounds of misconduct allegations. And it turns out it's nothing to do with football related. It was due to online stuff, due to social media. And that's all the club said, it was due to something online, so it's nothing to do with football. That's why the club have said nothing else about it. It's not football related. But I can understand if something like that happens at any club, it can affect how players are going to play, because it's an hindrance everything leading up to this game. So I can understand if we not playing the best, but you still got to go out there and try and do a job. Go on! Put it in the box. Yes. Oh, you twat. Stop putting it too close to the keeper. That's what we need to learn. Stop putting it too near the keeper and put it further out. Guys, put your question in the chat. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the stream.
A couple of those goals. Marsh got the other. Next season they are looking to reach the Football League for the first time in their history. Wood.
And also, I'd like to ask you guys in the chat, what do you actually think of the actual... If you guys like the thumbnail that I've actually put for the stream this time. It's the first time I've actually tried to do one myself this time. Because it was literally hard to actually find one that had both logos on that would work. So I had to try and do a makeshift thumbnail as much as I can. I will say this, it will be embarrassing if we don't win this, because even Dover Athletic beat these in midweek. So if we can't beat them but Dover can, then we should be embarrassed. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Because Dover are shite. Come on Chesterfield. One thing is, Danny Webb, you need to take Curtis Weston off, or he's going to get regarded sooner more than later.
27 goals in the National League today. To get one here, but
And he's just suspended.
Today, actually 5 of those were scored by
Suspended by the club on misconduct allegations due to something that happened online that he might have said. That's all it can be, because it's not football related. So they've just literally suspended him, but we don't know how long he's going to be out. And if it turns out to be something a lot worse than that, it could mean that he might have to be let go for someone else to come in. If it's an even worse, if it gets worse.
Chesterfield up against Yeovil in Derbyshire. Advantage played here by the referee.
Come on, do something! For God's sake! This is why I don't like us wearing this red kit. You always seem to be cropping it. Unfortunately, we don't have any other kits. We should have a third kit, and if we don't want to wear this, we can wear another one. But we have the money to do it, but we just can't be honest. Come on! Yeah.
Breaking down for both teams, lacking a bit of quality and belief in that final third. Neither team playing like they want to lose this game at the moment.
Look at this. What? Hey, I got a bone to pick with someone who says that. Disrespecting. Disrespect. You don't go and say that. That's what's going to cause arguments on here. And if you're going to be like that, sling your hooks. He's gone, this is not football, this is shit. It is football. It's two teams kicking a bag of wind around. If it's not football, then what would you call this then?
I think you can see already why Eastleigh is so hard to beat here, and why Chesterfield gets so many clean sheets.
See, you're always going to get one person who's going to come on and try and stir something up. Come on, Chesterfield, man.
Contact goes down easy, draws the foul. Another opportunity for Eastleigh to get the big men forward.
I'll just say, for any league around the world, they're doing exactly the same thing, kicking up. 2 teams of 11, kicking a bag, Yeah, but also, we also got to think the phrase "kicking a bag of wind" because that's what football actually contains—a bag of wind. Because it's full of air. Because you pump air into it because you're pumping it up. So it's full of air. That's where the phrase comes from.
July of 2020, it's a straight swap up front with Barnett coming on.
But it seems to not work in the African combinations because one game that we watched, the ball, they had to swap 3 balls because it got flat.
In January of 2021, well, they can do with a goal from him now.
Why stress me out on a day where literally every result decided it wanted to go against us?
Chesterfield defenders will look to running behind, play on the shoulder, not as physical as Tyrone Barnett.
Except if you're Wrexham, because the only enjoyment I got was seeing Paul Mullen get sent off. Because Paul Mullen is a shit house.
An opportunity for Harris, his reaction suggests.
Because he scored a goal against us, which shouldn't have been a goal.
Here. Just bounces inside the 6-yard box. He almost wants
And
to
also,
keep it
they're on the nearest team to us in the league.
in that area of uncertainty. Defending from Maguire.
Well, there was some holding going on between both Callum.
Come on, do something, you bunch of red idiots.
Doesn't have the other, which is clearly the view the referee Matt Russell has taken.
Come on. Come on, Chesterfield. Come on, we only need one chance. One chance is all it takes.
The Spitfires, Whelan sends it in, it's a deep delivery.
Way! You're not getting past this defence, Eastleigh. You're not getting past this defence.
He's got hold of him, hasn't he? A little bit unsighted. Not sure it's enough for a
Wow.
penalty.
Here we go. We got some breaking news for you folks live on stream. Adama Traore has now officially signed for Barcelona on loan from Wolves. That is now official. He is on loan for the rest of the season from Wolves and will be playing in La Liga.
Santa.
Well, I think we have an obligation to buy, I think.
Mandeville.
And the weird thing is,
Worked so hard.
Adama Traore came for the Barcelona youth ranks.
Kroll.
So it's like, for him, he's going back home.
Smith.
Come on, Chesterfield, stop playing!
We've got an international break at the moment, but a real bonanza of live Premier League for us to look forward to on BT Sport. 10 live games from the top flight between the 5th and the 10th of February.
Yep. And unfortunately, I won't be watching any of them because I'm going to watch Chelsea in the Premier League. Because we're going to be world champions during all this time, so... And that's more important.
Brentford. All those games between the 5th and the 10th. So, quarter of an hour to go.
Come on.
Silver Lake.
Come on, Asante, do something.
Manga.
Go on, Asante. Go on.
Just kept in on that far side. Sante waits in the box. Can somebody get some quality delivery in Mandeville?
Put in the box.
Williams.
That's the ball.
And across
That's
the
the ball.
early.
Oh, no one there.
Maguire hits it from distance.
Okay, Maguire, unlucky.
Like to see Maguire.
Should have hit it on target, but he's not usually in that position to do so.
Trying to strike that one on the half volley.
Very rarely.
Decent effort from the centre half.
Such have been their standards this season. Chesterfield and stands up at those above them at the moment.
Come on.
I'm suggesting if they can't go on and win this, that maybe they are having a bit of a wobble after being beaten at Maidenhead, then the 0-0 draw at home to hold the shot. It's a big 15 minutes or so ahead for Chesterfield, this isn't it, in terms of their title aspirations?
Yeah, it certainly is. Listen, they have a game in hand as well. It's been a turbulent week
Don't
for
talk to us about the game now because it's against fucking Stockport who are top of the league.
things to come. How many teams come in and
I
get
don't
the
call
win,
that a
so
game then, I call it more than us getting
happy
hammered.
if he takes a point on the road and
That's me being
a number of
kind.
games coming up.
But if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose.
Club, really. It's been a difficult week for both clubs.
Just worth repeating that if they could win this Chesterfield, it would take them up to third.
I thought it would take a second. You don't know your tables, lads. You also got to think it could take us third, but you also got to think goal difference could put us up a place. Goal difference means everything.
Work wide to Hare. Showed way too much of that to Whipple.
He said it would take us up to third. It would take us up to second, you bunch of idiots.
Wide open, I can remember at any level. 6 points.
We got a better goal difference than the teams above us at Stockport. So they don't know their ins and outs on the league table. You use your eyes, not your ears.
Smith with the foul on Whipple.
Come on. Keep going, lads. I have faith. One chance. That's all you need. And it could be our ticket. Our ticket to being in this fight. Go on.
And Shimanga
Shimanga.
from the right angle.
Fuck's sake, you absolute dick.
With Asante on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Best chance you've had all game and you bottle it. What a twat.
If he did Adam get point two mind.
Oh.
He's been well marshalled. It's just a nice little hooked ball into a decent area. You think he wants to shoot there. And in the end, he had Asante, Mandeville to pick out. Big niner. You almost want to take the shot on and then try and pick up a rebound from the keeper.
This just has 0-0 written all over it.
Mandeville. Kellerman's made a burst from midfield, and the pass almost picked him out.
Oh, the fuck! Come on, boys.
Kellerman's header.
Come on, lads.
Mustafa Sante found Weston and he looked for
Go
shot.
oh!
Good defense.
Best move with the whole game and it worked. Oh! Thought that was going to be it.
Into a dangerous position in the final 10 minutes.
It's another ball, it's causing problems. And Broadbent's been outstanding this evening as well once again. I'm just thinking Danny Webb thinking about maybe bringing Tom Denton on.
Yes, bring on nearly 7-foot giant Tom Denton. He can buoy people off the ball like it's no tomorrow. It's a good
Balls in the air.
a free strike on the pitch. I'll take that. Go and just go for it.
There aren't too many better, if any at all, than Tom Denton.
And also Tom Denton's going to get into his head to the ball when it comes from set pieces.
Temptation, hasn't it? And the caretaker manager Danny Webb to throw him on.
Yeah, he came on for 10 or 15 minutes, you might say. The last 10 minutes of this game seems like a logical choice.
Logical. It would be the right time.
His manager there, Tom Denton, didn't he?
Go on. Are you twat?
Be hoping that he is thrown on Denton. Smith with the header.
Come on. That's a foul, ref.
So it's Eastleigh who get the free kick.
How is that a free kick to Eastleigh? The Chesterfield player
Williams.
got blocked. So you give it him away. What a twat. Referee, what type of challenge were you seeing? The Chesterfield player did not foul the Eastleigh player. The Eastleigh player fouled the Chesterfield player. You absolute idiot.
There we go. See, it's a bit of a coming together, isn't it?
You absolute idiot, man.
See an awful lot wrong from this angle, but he's a very combative player, is Tyrone.
Come
Williams.
on.
Playing in that
And that was never a foul in a million years.
He's shown his versatility as well, hasn't he, already at Chesterfield, because he's played on the right of the three in the defence as well, which he's quite capable of doing. Sorry, versatile at Solihull as well.
Come on, lads. Want to stay in the title race, we have to win this.
Yeah, he's done really well, slotted in nicely. Like I say, if asked to do a job,
Oh,
he will do it. Gives 100%.
lads, this is stress. This. It's stressful, but we just got to keep going, push on as much as we can. If we can get a late goal, anything, I would say, I believe we can be going up. I believe we'll be in this title race if we can get a goal. If we can't get a goal, then I might say that we'll fight for playoffs. And I'll admit to that. That's all I can do right now. If we can get a late winner, this shirt will come off, everything will be, mood will change, everything will be happy.
Smith in a race to keep this in. He had every confidence that that would be a corner. He was right.
Come on, lads! Sorry if I'm not, if you can't see me on screen, I'm just giving my legs a little bit of movement because my legs are a bit stiff at the moment.
For Eastleigh to put Loach under some pressure.
It's a bit stressed right now. Come on, defend this!
Chesterfield man, Whelan will take it.
Whey! Have that, Eastleigh! Have that! Have that! Sit down! Sit down! And don't get back up.
Looks like it was Broadbent at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, it's a cluster of players there. Like I say, Broadbent.
Oh, oh, come on, boys! Oh.
Eastleigh have never actually won a home game against Chesterfield.
Come on, let's do something. Let's actually get something on the board. Let's go. Come on.
Is this going to finish?
I just have a feeling that there's 0-0s written all over it.
Games between the sides have all finished 1-0 to Chesterfield. Asante hasn't really been able to have the impact.
Come on, Asante. I want you to do something.
Wish for after throwing him on.
I just want him to push on, go for it, and just literally give the chance that we've got. I believe that we can get a result, but it's just, like I say, if we lose this, I'll say playoffs. I'll be happy with that. If we can get a win, and then if we win, I will happily say we're in for the fight. We're in for a title fight, and we're not going to back down. Even though we're not top, we're still in and around it, and still within the mix, and still in your hearts, and everything else. But like we say, this has got 0-0 written all over it. I will say it's now 0-0. I do not see where a goal is coming from.
Josh here.
Side who really have struggled for clean sheets this season. Eastleigh.
Come on. That's the ball. That's the ball. Oh, you. Guys, if you like the stream, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new. I know if you guys want to read, it's.
He's done well. Vincent Harper. And Phil Kelly. He's stuck at his task.
Asante.
Come on.
Chesterfield get the corner.
Come on, let's not draw to a side who can hardly not win in the last 4.
Chesterfield supporters behind the goal, which their side are attacking.
Come on. Come on. Yes. Ball.
Delivery.
Ah.
Headed by
Come on. We're putting on the pressure now. Pile on the pressure. Foul. Well done, ref. Come on. It's on BT Sports. BT Sport 1. Chesterfield 0. If, and I'll say this now, if we get a goal right now, right this very moment from this free kick, I'll say this now, we're in the title race. And Stockport County, you ain't having this easy. If you draw this, playoffs. It'll be an absolute. Come on. Come on. Come on, someone in red, get your head onto it. You could be seeing a madness if it goes in. If we score. Go on! Yes! No! Oh! Come on! Come on! The title race is on! The title race is on, folks! And it's Curtis Weston! Oh! Come on! We are going up, so we're going up! No one's denying us promotion this year! Get in, Weston! Woo! Come on! No chance! Lucky, I'll say. We're our best. But what doesn't it matter? We won them up. And that's all that matters.
His first goal since February of 2020.
Come on, boys.
Wow. What a strike that is.
Get it, Curtis Weston, boy. Woo!
Will it win the game for Chesterfield?
Hello from Turkey. Well, thank you very much.
The whole club after what has been off the pitch such a difficult 7 days.
Yeah, listen, if it proves to be the winner, it's extremely harsh on Eastleigh. They've been resolute, hard-working, solid.
We are going up, we're going up. Believe.
Well, that was just a pure strike from Curtis Weston.
Get in, folks.
Chesterfield and Eastleigh.
Jeez.
Minimum of 3 minutes.
Didn't see that coming, no way. For the most unlikely of the source. Gee.
Eastleigh get back here into the box it goes.
3 minutes of added on time at the end of the game, 3 minutes. And for once, it's not Kabongo. Shamanga scored. So that's a rarity in itself.
Well, listen, there's been some good performances, particularly in that back 3-3 there. I thought Tom Broadbeck's been outstanding, but like I said moments ago, it's like
two teams is youth and two teams.
A moment of brilliance, a moment of
Oh, so two teams is you. So Chesterfield and Fenerbahce. Thank you very much. Come on, boys.
Jake Hesketh coming on.
Just keep hanging on. We're nearly there, 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, sometimes at the end of the campaign, particularly a title-winning campaign, Kevin.
Could this be the lift that we needed?
Really big moments in the season where the campaign might have gone in a different direction. You're just wondering the fullness of time how big.
And now we are second in the league. So BT Sports analysts, you said we were going to be third. Unfortunately, we're second because of goal difference. So up you, BT, because you got it wrong. And Stockport, we're coming for you. Jeez, it is so tight. So you got Stockport on 51, Chesterfield on 50, Halifax on 50, Bromley on 50, and Boreham Wood on 49. And that's in 5th. That shows how close this league is. Well done, Shamanga, even though you've not played the best. At least you tried your best. That's all that matters. Because Chelsea at the moment, when we have been playing, it's been annoying. Just Chesterfield have recently. Yeah.
Will be in charge when Chesterfield meet Dagenham and Redbridge in Derbyshire in their next game. Big days ahead for Chesterfield Football Club.
That just shows passion. Go on! Oh!
He's got Sante in the box. Mandeville's gone down there.
But I'm just hoping that both end up gaining something. Us winning a trophy and Chesterfield getting promoted. It'd be a double whammy.
It's worth mentioning as well, Kevin, from Chesterfield's perspective, they've got Stockport coming up soon as well. Getting after Dagenham and Redbridge. This is the penalty appeal.
Yeah, they just come together there, don't they? Again,
Literally, we're at the end, folks. We're just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. And it could be game over.
Well, I say, I think it's Dagenham at home. They do have a number of home games coming up, so it'll be a big win for Chesterfield and that belief.
Come on, boys.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Keep it together.
This could be a big win for them. Harsh on Eastleigh. I think they've played really well.
Yes! Get in! That's what we needed after not a good week. But well done, Danny Webb. Full time, Chesterfield 1, Eastleigh 0. Like, sub, subscribe with the notification to get to it post. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Because we're actually going to do something different tomorrow. We're going to be doing a stream tomorrow for Rugby League, which will be between Sheffield Eagles and Barrow Raiders. We're going to try and do a bit of rugby, try and see how it goes without the football. So I'll see you guys then for that stream tomorrow. Like, subscribe with the bell notification.